Hey guys, Des here. If you did not see, Brian David Gilbert released a new Unraveled today that is the Kojima name generator. Now, if you guys haven't been watching our Death Stranding playthrough, then you wouldn't know that I have been, let's go with, annoyed by the names chosen. People like Deadman, Heartman, and Diehard Man are characters within this very odd video game. But as Hideo Kojima has games with plenty of weird character names in it, those folks over at Polygon came out with the Kojima name generator, and I thought I'd do my Kojima names right here, right now. Now, if you guys want to do your Kojima name, I will put the link to the video and the Kojima name generator down below here in the description. But that being said, let's go through this 11-page worksheet on how we can get our Kojima name. Section 1, determining how many names you have. By the way, you're going to need a set of like D&D type dice, a dice set. Roll a d6. 4. You have one name. Personal information. Kojima's characters have names that are directly related to their own character traits. This information will make sure your name fits your personality. What is your full name? My full name is Steven Valdez. Des, the nickname, comes from my last name, Valdez. Just Des there. What do you do at your occupation? I am a preacher and a pastor. Condense the verb into a single noun. I just went with pastor. What was your first pet specific species or breed? I had a gerbil, the gerbil kind. I don't know what gerbil species are. Its name was Pepsi, and it was really cute. What's your most embarrassing childhood memory? Be specific. When I was in kindergarten, we had this playground thing that we called the moon cheese. It was big round concrete tube. It had these holes in it, and my friend and our other friend could put their head through and like look around and come back. If you guys can't tell, I have a big round head, and so I put my head through and they got stuck. And they had to call the fire department. Thankfully, the fire department didn't have to do anything extreme. In fact, my mom who was called and came to the school, found a giant tub of moldy butter in the fridge. She covered my head in moldy butter and then pushed it out. And I was called Butterball for a long time. Get story into 2 words. Butterball. What is the object you'd least like to be stabbed by? I probably thought about this one too much. I thought about a lot of different things I didn't want to be stabbed by, but what really came down to for me was how much would it hurt for the actual stabbing? More blunts, like a spoon. I really thought about it, and I came down to this one object that I would least like to be stabbed by. A school bus. What is something you are good at? Preaching. It's my actual literal job. How many carrots do you believe you could eat in one sitting if someone forced you to eat as many carrots as possible? I'm mildly allergic to carrots. As I eat them, my throat gets real tingly and it doesn't feel good at all. So I went with 8. What is your greatest intangible fear? This one was hard. I had to think about it, and it wasn't really hard to come up with it. It was more hard to actually think about it.
Hello darkness, my old friend.
I went with realizing one day that nobody actually cares about me. To condense it into one word, I just said unloved. What is your greatest tangible fear? Centipedes. That's too many legs. Nothing needs that many legs. What is the last thing you did before starting this worksheet? I made tea. What is the condition your body is currently in? I just went through 9 months and 3 different back surgeries. I said atrophied. Favorite state of matter? Solid. A word your name kind of sounds like. Des, dead, den. I wanted something cool, so I went with dead. What is your zodiac sign? I'm a Capricorn. If you had to define your personality in one word, what would it be? I am a passionate person. Section 3 is Kojima information. Kojima character names reflect his own idiosyncrasies. He can't help himself. Kojima likes putting things he likes in his games. Who is your favorite film character? Note, it must be played by Kurt Russell. Easy. Without a doubt, Wyatt Earp in Tombstone. The last word of the title of your favorite Stanley Kubrick film, Shining. What is the first word in the title of your favorite Joy Division album? Hey guys. What's a Joy Division? Seriously though, I've never heard of these people before, so I actually looked up online what their discography is, and I came up with the one that I thought sounded the best. Unknown Pleasures. Mostly because it sounds nice when you whisper it. Unknown Pleasures. What is a scientific term you picked up from listening to NPR once? I don't listen to NPR, but I do listen to radio talk shows, and one scientific term that I came up with, the most recent one I listened to, was cosmology. What is a piece of military hardware you think looks cool even though war is bad? I don't know. I bet there's a 5-year-old in anybody that thinks fighter jets look cool. What's something you'd enjoy watching Mads Mikkelsen do? It'd be great if he were the host of his own YouTube channel where he interviews people from the film industry while they both taste and rate fine wines. Please make that happen, Mr. Mickelson. Please condense those into one word. I couldn't pick between wine or host, so I smushed them together to make one word. Wine host. You don't own me, Brian David Gilbert. I make up my own words. Sometimes, a character will have a plot-based condition that affects their name. You too might have a condition that affects your name. Conditions can stack, so please make note of how many your name has. The man condition. Roll a d4. Use this table to determine whether you have this condition. 1. You do not have this condition. Number 2. The condition. Roll a d8. 8. You are how you currently are. Please add your answer from section 2, number 11 to the beginning of your name. I am atrophied. That is a fact. The clone condition. Roll a d12. Use this table to determine if you have this condition. 6. You do not have this condition. If I rolled 12, I would be a clone of somebody else. I'd been brainwashed. Number 4. The Kojima condition. Roll a d100, so that's a 2d10s. It's a 34. If I had rolled anything but a 69, I would be nothing. But on a 69, I'm Hideo Kojima. I'm not. Section 5, determining your name category. Kojima names fall into a finite number of categories. This section will determine the category in which your name belongs. Roll a d20. 13. I have the name. See section 9. Your first name is the. Roll a d4. 2. Your answer to section 2, number 9. And remember, I'm starting with atrophied number no matter what. So section 2, number 9. Centipedes. I am the atrophied centipedes. That is my Kojima name. I'm going to go off with the S. I'm just going to say I'm the atrophied centipede. That's rough. That's scary. I don't want to be that. I don't want to face that. Section 13, explaining your name. Kojima's characters know that their names are meaningful, and they will tell you completely unprompted. You too must explain your name to any potential friends, foes, or shadowy government institutions. They call me the atrophied centipede. If you're wondering why, I was part of a 25-man team. We worked together so well, they called us the centipede. I'm the only one left. War, pain, loss took all the other 24. Now it's just me. The atrophied centipede. Well, my actual name is the atrophied centipede, but we're going to go through real quick to each other section and see what other names I could have gotten. Normal name is a totally normal name. I would have been Stephen Valdez. Section 7, occupational name. This is if you were defined by your job. So my last name would be pastor, and my first name would be roll a d4. 2. Section 2, number 6. Preaching. I'm preaching pastor. Section 8, horny name. Kojima's characters and stories are irrevocably horny. Weirdly horny, sure, but horny nonetheless. This is names like Solid Snake, Liquid Snake. It's weird. Please rewrite your answer from section 2, number 3 here. This is your last name. It's Gerbil, guys. I don't want it to be Gerbil. I don't like this name already. Roll a d4. I rolled a 1. Your answer to section 2, number 12. I'd be the Solid Gerbil. I'm much more comfortable with atrophied centipede. Section 9, the name. Kojima loves to make people have names that start with the word the, and they usually symbolize fears or unstoppable forces. You are now that unstoppable force. First name is the. Last name is 3. Your answer to section 2, number 4A. I'm the Butterball. Section 10, cool name. Kojima loves to be cool. Sometimes his idea of cool is a bit strange, but it's always cool to Hideo Kojima, and that's what matters. Your answer from section 3, number 21A is your first name. That's my rebel name, Wine Host. Roll a d6, use this to determine your last name. 3. Section 3, number 19. Wine Host Cosmology. Section 11, violent name. Sometimes a Kojima name can be very threatening and violent, like Sniper Wolf or the Fury. Now you can also be threatening and violent. Your answer from section 2, number 5 is your last name, School Bus. Roll a d4, use this to determine your last name. It's a 4. Section 2, number 9. I'm Centipede School Bus. And finally, section 12, the name that lacks subtext. Sometimes Kojima gives up and just names a character exactly what they are. Congratulations, you are exactly what you do. Please rewrite your answer from section 2, number 10 here. This is your full name, Teamaker. Well guys, those are my Kojima names. Thank you so much for watching. I want to hear what your Kojima names are, so put them down here in the comments. So thanks a lot for watching guys, and we'll see you with more later. Goodbye!